This popcorn-style review contains scenes from another video. Garo Vanishing line. Apparently, it's like a part of a series of anime called Garo that I've just never heard of before. Technically, it started airing last year, I think in the fall season, but since it ended this year, we're just going to count it as a 2018 anime. Anyway, Garo was a delight from start to finish about monsters called horrors that attack and eat people because they have been twisted by their own desires. At least that's the explanation we're given, but then it kind of gets a little iffy because then there are other types of horrors shown, like one that was a computer with no real explanation for that, or computer programs at a later part. Demons are also implied to be horrors, so it seems like there's types of horrors, and the main type are people that have been twisted by their desires, but there are also other types of horrors that come about through some other methods, and also there's just blatant magic in the universe. Anyway, it's a pretty basic premise, but what Garo really does right is several things. Starting off with, it's like a high-octane thrill ride with a lot of fight scenes. The animation got kind of worse towards the end, but it started off pretty damn good. I was into it. With, like, exciting fights, and there's explosions. The main character rides just a fucking motorcycle with a skull on it. It's the most metal fucking thing ever. Well, I say main character. There's, like, two main characters. But, and the characters are another part of it, which is, like, I actually liked the characters, which is great. Like, I would say the real main character is, like, this girl. I think her name was Sophie. And, like, she's, like, the teenage character, and she doesn't have powers. And those are the kinds of characters that can get annoying in the story. But the thing is, like, even when she fucks up, later down she realizes, oh, I fucked up. And she learns from this, and then she gets better, and as time goes on. So instead of just being the annoying kid character that gets in everyone's way, she instead becomes an active part of the cast, contributing to the story and its arcs. It's great. It's also really good at getting you to care about the characters. Like, at one point, just one random fucking episode, there's just this girl. I don't even know her name. I'm not sure if they gave her one. And you find out that she's just moved to the town, and she meets this guy who invites her to a party, and then the party's full of monsters, and she gets eaten. And it's like, this is a one-off background character. You're not, like, who gives a fuck? But it's like, I actually cared about that girl. And that's amazing. Because longtime viewers of the series, and there are no longtime viewers of the series, no one watches this, but if there were, you'd know that one of my major complaints about so many other anime is that I don't give a fuck about the characters, and I'm never given a single reason to. But Garo, it managed to make me care not just about the main cast, but this fucking random-ass background character. It's like, damn, it's great job. And, I mean, the plot's fairly cookie-cutter, you know, the main guy, his sister's dead, and the main girl's brother's disappeared, and they try and find them, and all they have is some hint something called El Dorado, which I'm not going to spoil it for you, because I actually suggest you go watch Garo. It's just genuinely good. But, yeah, I mean, God, I liked Garo from start to finish. I was a little upset at the ending, where it had one of those, like, downers, and then it's like, oh, and then it pulls it right back, and I'm like, yo, Garo, alright, you're fucking good. You're good with me. But the thing I liked the best about Garo, alright, maybe that's an exaggeration, but one of the things I appreciate the most about Garo is the main girl's cell phone has a crack in it. And you never see that in, like, movies or TV or other anime. It's just like her cell phone just has a crack in it. There's no explanation. There's no background story. It just has a crack. And that, like, little detail is something you see all the time in real life that they never put in fiction. But that one little detail breathes so much life into the character and the story and the setting. And it shows that, like, their lives don't necessarily revolve around the plot. They have lived, and they are people, and they do exist, and stuff has happened to them. Like, you don't need an explanation, and they don't even bring attention to it, other than it's there every time she uses it. It's such a good little detail. And that's part of what makes Garo so good, is that it pays attention to the little details. Twitch and Discord in the description. I've been Sacrobolic, your envoy of hope. Bye-bye.